we rolling?
We're rolling.
Oh, word.
Oh my God, bro.
This is the podcast.
Okay.
Cheesy potato. Come
Since
on,
this is your show, you introduce it.
This is the secret. God damn it! This is the Super Talk Bros podcast. I'm Useless Von Doom, and we have.
Go ahead, introduce everyone.
Oh, okay.
I'm letting you take the wheel on this one.
Okay, so we have Sarah Von Doom with us. Would you like to say anything?
She does not like that.
Bunny
Von Doom. We've got a few friends here with us. We got an audience out here.
yeah, my name's TK.
TK. We've got his little brother. If you want to introduce yourself, you sure can.
I don't know.
You don't want to talk?
He
That's
said,
fine.
"I don't know."
That's fine.
It's
Okay.
okay. It's okay.
But this is the Super Talk Bros, where we talk about video games.
Oh, you didn't introduce me, fuckface.
Fuck you. Introduce yourself.
Hi,
fuck ass.
I'm Toby.
Star of the show.
No. Colton is the star. Hey, go ahead and explain where your new name came from real quick.
So Useless or Eustace, whatever you prefer. We were kind of just dicking around in the Discord call, and they were like, "He sounds like a Eustace." So yeah, I'm Eustace now. So
which I like to call him useless.
because that is an accurate statement. What do we want to talk about today, Bunny?
Yeah.
I don't know where to go with this.
This is podcasting. That's why I'm letting you sink or swim right here. Like,
Man, I'm sinking.
I brought the
dog.
topics last time, showed you how it worked, and now it's time to see if you can
Shotgun.
carry a conversation.
Bro, come
Okay.
It's not as easy as it looks.
No, it's not. Okay.
And you don't want a bunch of dead air, so keep that in the back of your little brain.
Okay, so what do you think about Fortnite's new update?
No, bro. We're not talking about Fortnite. I'm sorry. We're not talking about Fortnite. It's OG, cool, everything, but no.
The new season is kind of ass, dog.
Are you joking?
Hey, try not to say a lot too. No one wants to hear you say
I mean, they might.
You know, so
Podcasting's not as easy as
No, it's not.
bro, you gotta take a wheel, bro. Come on.
Toby, you're gonna have to take the reins for just a
Well,
second.
I will say that eventually my co-host of the Secret Levels podcast, Goobs, is going to be on these, and he's going to really put you through the fire, so to speak, and he's gonna grill you on some stuff.
Okay.
Okay. So I just want you to be prepared for that for the future listeners. Okay.
Useless is not very good at this, but he's doing his damnedest to do it.
Look, you're only like 4 minutes into this.
Bro, and
God.
oh god, that's scary. Go ahead, bro. What are you gonna do?
I'm not sure what to
Talk about the drunk time, bro.
no, this is a video games.
What does Sarah got going on?
I'm currently drawing. I'm not really paying attention to what Useless is saying.
What do you? Hey, what are you drawing?
I am drawing
With
a
the-
smexy girl.
with the L with the
Did you add an extra L in it? She adds a lot of extra letters and syllables and stuff.
I said
Denton.
smexy girl.
No, I'm talking about drawing.
Oh,
Draw.
shut up!
Roll.
She likes to say. So there's a town called Denton. She goes Denton. Denton. Like she adds extra syllables somehow. What else was she saying the other day that I was making fun of her for?
I don't. What,
She adds a lot of L's and stuff.
I'm not gonna lie. I always say wrong stuff too, so I'm not.
what were you saying?
Witness of that.
Oh well, I'm a dumbass too. I say a lot of things
I say-
incorrectly.
Instead of saying granola, I say gorilla.
Gorilla bar.
Yeah, he's got-
Guys,
it- yeah.
It's
Well,
it's
granola, gorilla. See, granola.
You-
Already off the bat.
You know what I have trouble saying for some reason? It's words that have ILL in them or EAL.
Like,
Heel, peel, pill, like those kind of words.
You should hear Toby say "Whataburger."
Say what a burger.
You say no. You say "What a burger." What a burger.
That's
What
what it's fucking called. What do you?
Whataburger.
What a
Whataburger.
burger.
A burger. What a burger.
It's three
But no,
words.
he goes Whataburger. Whataburger. I heard him in the car earlier. He was like,
Yo-
"You want to go get Whataburger?"
I did not say that at
No,
all.
he said I want to go get Whataburger, but I don't want to eat it in front of you guys. Cause
No. It was Taco Casa, and I said I didn't want to eat
Oh, yeah.
at Whataburger because
Colton worked there,
and he's disgusting, and I don't want to eat at any establishment that this motherfucker's worked at.
I am yes. I apparently have diminished Toby's look on Whataburger.
Whataburger sucks.
It's water.
I work
burger.
there,
It's not water.
I don't care.
We
It's
call it
water
water.
burger.
Whataburger because it's trash.
Water burger.
Do you know that they don't have Whataburgers like up north, right?
Yeah, Whataburger's a Texas thing.
It's not Texas. It's just a southern thing.
Whataburger.
Oh my gosh, bro.
Okay, go ahead. What's the next topic there, pal? I was going to help you out, but nope. You want to be a dummy, so...
Bro,
I'm not sure what these cool kids are interested in nowadays.
Bro.
What's your first memory?
For real.
I don't fucking know what my first memory is.
You don't know what your first, like, one of your first early memories, like, what is something early on in your childhood that you remember?
I mean, I remember my grandma took us to or our grandmother took us to a zoo, and I sat on an alligator statue.
I think you only remember that because there's a picture of it.
And yes.
That's not the same as, like, an actual memory. Do you know what memories are?
I know what memories are.
Like, you can, like, see them in your mind's eye when you think about it?
Well, I can't like remember the earliest memory that I've had. Like I don't know where to start with that.
Oh, what is the earliest... Motherfucker, what is the earliest memory you can remember?
Okay,
Do you remember yesterday?
Yes.
Do you remember the day before that?
Yes.
Okay, so keep going and fucking figure out the earliest memory.
The earliest memory I do remember was actually at that same trip. I think it was.
Those are pictures. They don't count.
I remember. So you remember that big ass fucking Velociraptor that I was forced to take a picture with? I remember being terrified of that. I remember. I think mom had to force me to stand over there to take a picture. I remember you were.
Again, it's a picture. What is this? The butterfly effect? Come on.
Yes.
To be fair, that's like every childhood.
Yeah, like I can't think of the earliest memory I have. At least not on the spot.
I got mine.
You got one?
Go ahead.
It's perfect because it ties in with this man right here.
Okay, you gotta say your name now since you're talking. Say your name. It can be a fake name.
Jay.
All right, Julius.
That's what it is.
All right.
Well, I was about 7, 8. I was jumping on my mom's bed, normal kid stuff.
Yeah.
And then MTK over there decided it'd be a good idea to, push me
Yeah.
into
Oh my
tiles.
gosh, I remember this.
Just so you know, I can't remember anything past this one memory, Micah, because of you. I had a really bad concussion.
I know.
Really bad concussion.
I'm
Couldn't
not gonna
remember
lie.
anything. I knew
I
2
was-
words for about a day, which was mom and sticker. I slowly had to relearn everything, but
You
I'm
couldn't
still smart.
walk. You couldn't walk.
No,
You
I
were
was
like,
talking
how do
about,
I eat?
Speaking.
Nigga forgot everything, and I was so damn scared. I was
Yeah,
shitting
like-
bricks, bro. I was literally like, "Oh my god, is he actually forgot everything?"
But don't worry. Let's just say half a year later, we were at our papa's farm, and we were sitting in the back. Let's just say I got my revenge. Pushed him off the truck.
yes,
A moving vehicle?
Yes.
fucking.
He
Like, I was
he
playing
ruined my memory. So I thought
Bro,
I had to take a couple bones.
He got me good though. I literally was like fishing in the back of like the truck, like you know how like kids are.
What are you fishing?
Like we had the-
Fishing? What are
know,
you
like, the
talking
strap-
about?
you know,
Oh,
the
he
strap
was
thing?
throwing the.
the straps where you like hold things on, and I was throwing it out like as fish, and then I pull it up, and then I was like, "Oh, okay." And then this little guy right here just pushes me.
I was like-
all I see
This
in the-
little guy who's taller than you?
Yes, bro.
You're the little
He
guy,
said-
Micah.
He's like, bro,
Micah gives 5'6" energy.
bro, I'm not even,
Short king energy.
Shut up. Anyways, I literally all I saw was the house, and it just flipped.
It wasn't you flipping, it was the house.
it was the house.
You're like, what the fuck's happening to the house?
I actually do have an early memory now that we're
Oh,
talking about.
okay.
Oh, okay.
Stupid ass. I need to, Sarah, think of yours because I know you're going to be like,
I already have one.
Oh, let's hear hers. You can wait. You can go back to the end of the line because you're a fuckhead.
That's fine. That's
Okay, so when I was 4, we lived in New Mexico.
Is this going to be the one I'm thinking about?
Shut up and let her tell it.
I don't want So my earliest memory is we were in New Mexico and it was winter, so it was snowing, and we were walking home from my sister's preschool because I wasn't in preschool, but my sister went to preschool, so we were walking home from her preschool, and it was like a long ass walk. And I remember my mom sets me down for a little bit, and I'm wearing flip flops like I would in winter, and I
very normal for her.
I step into an ant pile, and I don't know why there were ants in winter because there was a lot of snow. All I remember is snow, and then my feet hurting really, really badly, and me started like screaming and crying, and that's it. That's it.
That's it.
I remember my first bloody nose. So my mom was with this heavier set guy. I don't remember his name, but he had a kid named Bryce, right? And we were outside because they were doing whatever inside. We had the carport had a bunch of like kid tables and chairs. You know, the plastic ones that if you sit in now you'd probably snap it. We had 2 lightsabers. I remember we were Revenge of the Sith and this shit, and swinging this shit at each other. I have the high ground, this and that. And I remember standing up on this chair, and mind you, there's a lot of chairs, and he fucking kicks the chair from underneath me. I fall and bust my nose on another chair, and all I can remember was that the pain and it felt full, and all I could think is just run to the door and slap the door and say, "Mom, Mom!" with fucking blood just gushing out of my nose. That is the story of my first bloody nose.
I got too many stories.
I have the story of my first bloody nose.
I got too many stories. I'll go ahead and tell you an early one that I remember great, and it's the best story of my life. So I was with my grandpa, and mind you, we bet at the Rio Grande Valley. I was like, I don't know, I was like 16-ish. I don't remember.
Well, this isn't early.
But that's the only thing that happened major in my life that I was like, wow.
TK, you realize how bad that makes you sound?
I know.
I was like 7 in my memory.
Bro, okay, I'm sorry. I'm just saying.
Okay, let's keep going.
Low key. But hold up. So I was with my grandpa, and we betted at the Rio Grande Valley, and we weren't supposed to. Like, you can't bet. It's like right next to Mexico. Right. It's bottom of Texas. And I kid you not, we betted almost like $3,000 a table, and Micah, or TK, was the dumb one and was with my grandpa's plans all along. So, after all of this, I do say, do not take alcohol from random people. I do say, do not.
Oh, is this a child endangerment story?
Yes, bro.
Jesus Christ.
My grandpa did not care. He said, I'll let you drink if you win.
You can drink if you win, Sonny.
I get like, I don't know, 5 bottles or 7 bottles in.
Damn.
And I'm drunk. I'm drunk as hell. And I'm winning. I don't know. It's like a superpower. Drunk people have superpowers when they play games.
I feel like you also had a cigar. You're not even a cigarette, a cigar. And there's like a waitress and you're slapping her on the ass and she walks by and you're like, give me another one, toots.
Oh, dead ass. It was kind of like that, though. It was like, oh, where's my waiter? And then it'd be like, oh, I don't like that crazy bitch.
Oh,
like, whoa, okay.
I don't like that crazy bitch.
I was at this bar, and I shit you not, since he's dead, I can talk about this.
Oh,
What the fuck is going on?
okay.
The reason why I said that is because it's bad. So I literally was winning, whatever, and this Mexican guy says, he can beat me in one hand. I was like, all right, you talking shit, fine, whatever. Well, I'm having a good time. And we are just going over and over. And
Colton,
we
stop
literally
moving that thing around.
We get to like $3,000 a table. And then I say, he's like, a double or nothing. So basically, he gets half and I get half, or we just go or you go all in and you have to pay it out. So I won $3,000. My grandpa has it, whatever. And he puts it in the glove box. And while I was still in the bar, I literally was just doing drinks. And the guy tells me, oh, well, here's a tahiki. He says, I can have the shot glass and everything. He's like, yo, here's a tahiki, a shot glass. Drink it. I was all right, bet. I'm literally watching Wheel of Fortune. Mind you, I'm literally twisted and seeing damn colors. and I hear like colors are making noise to me, like echolocation type
Dog,
shit.
you
No, I'm not lying to you.
Yo,
And then on
God,
top of that,
something
on top of that, I literally look at the fish tank, and it's like the fish is like moving towards the quarters because you gotta flip a quarter in there. It's like moving towards the
Was there
quarters.
acid in this?
I don't know. I to this day I still don't know, but I know I blacked out. I know that.
I can tell how surreal this was because,
Bro,
like,
bro,
you're
there's
you had to have been doing something, bro.
bro, bro. I think the guy was from Mexico. I'm not gonna lie, bro.
He
I
said he was
never-
Mexican, and he
I
said that
never.
Tahiki.
This place, Rio Grande Valley, is just a wiped out shit place. I don't know how I got this.
I'm sorry. Did you just say Tahiki was Mexican?
Well, he
No.
said it like he was speaking in. Look, this is not how this is supposed to go.
This is not. But so I go into the bathroom and then I see two gay guys going at it
Dude,
with
this
cowboy hats.
episode.
And
Nice.
I walked into the bathroom. I'm like, I'm too drunk for this. I'm literally swinging everywhere, and I'm like, ugh. And then I black out, which, mind you, I don't know when I blacked out, but I woke up in a cotton field with crickets in my mouth.
So the whole
Yummy.
That's not-
he didn't actually black out. He's got his right ear pierced. You know what happened?
Fuck off. No, that never happened. But I'm being straight. I don't know how I got on the cotton field because, number one, I thought it was in Mexico and I was shitting bricks, mind you. I'm like, oh my God, I don't even have my passport. I'm like, I'm freaking out. My grandpa's in the trunk. I open him up. He's like, he starts cussing up. So, well, God damn it.
He was in the trunk.
Yes.
I'm
in the
I
trunk.
feel like I'm high as shit right now. Whatever you were on.
This is the wildest fucking story I ever had.
Okay.
Are you
Next story.
No, okay. It's
I think you're
on.
incriminating someone
Wait,
with this.
It's almost done though. It's almost done. So we get to the car, whatever. I open them. I'm literally looking at the barn. I'm measuring it with my finger. I'm like, oh my fucking God, that barn is so far away, and it's hot as hell, mind you, really hot as hell. So I get there. I meet this guy that's working on like a plan or whatever, and shit. And this big teddy bear comes up into me. He's like, "Hey, what you doing? What are you doing here?" I'm like, "Bro, we're all the way over there. Like, can you give me a ride to get gas and stuff?" He's like, "Sure." So we go do it. He talks about his family and he's like, "Why was it there?" Da 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 da. And I just tell him everything. He's like, "Okay, just normal conversation, small talk." We get there, get to the gas station, we get the gas, blah blah blah, and we talk to my grandpa. He's like, "Well, we could put charges, but we're not." And he says, "Just fucking leave. We're cool." He was cool guy. I don't even know his name, but cool guy.
This sounds like a movie plot.
Bro, it's not a movie plot. It's
real.
actually
like
real.
a horror
it's actually
movie
real.
plot.
Ted 2.
No,
Ted
Two.
2.
dead ass though.
Are you Ted?
No, but so at the end of the day, with my grandpa and me were driving in this truck, and he says to me, he's like, "You better not tell this to fucking nobody."
And here
Or
you
I will-
are.
Now the world
I will-
knows.
I will whoop your ass. And I'm like, okay.
Wait, is this why this was a? He's dead. You can talk about it now.
Yes.
This was a.
Dude, I'm
Because
just-
I
I'm
had
just-
to tell.
Let's just say
As soon as he passed away, I was like, I have this story to tell you all and my family.
I'm just waiting for the
memorial.
SWAT team to come in, break down the door.
We knew it. We knew you were involved and have guns.
Where's
pointed
MTK? Where's MTK?
Where is he? Where is he?
Okay, all right. So I'm gonna take control over this train.
Go ahead.
This
Train wreck.
train wreck.
Right.
This barn fire.
So last time I asked these two about video games
Hello.
and stuff. Who are you saying hello to?
No, you said these two. There's 4 people in the room, unincluding you.
These two.
They can't see.
Well, anyone that's shut up. Shut up.
hell no.
Okay, so what I'm gonna ask this time is, what are some favorite like childhood cartoons did y'all watch?
Ooh, okay.
What was like, I don't know, your top like 2 or 3? If it was on TV, your ass was planted in front of the television watching it.
Batman the animated series.
Okay,
This
good
is
one.
gonna sound a little funny. I didn't really watch cartoons growing up, but I did watch animes on Adult Swim with my dad.
Yeah.
We had 2 different childhoods.
Bangers.
Definitely. I will say Batman the animated series, and man, I'm gonna go with Scooby Doo. That was my shit.
Nah.
I'm gonna
Sonic
say
X. all the
Definitely
way.
Bleach. That's something I watched for a really long time with my dad. And then if anybody knows what Space Dandy is,
Fuck Space Dandy.
Space Dandy.
I don't
Have
know
you seen
Space
Space Dandy? Or are
I
you?
think I have. I
What-
don't know.
what is it?
It's where that fucking black guy and
No.
Is it? Which one is that? Is that Cowboy Bebop? I'm thinking.
You're
of?
thinking of Cowboy Bebop.
Okay, yeah.
Space Dandy. So the only episode I remember of Space Dandy, I used to watch it all the time with my dad, but it's like they're in space and they're at this place that they eat right in space, and they get this job to go kill a monster, and so they go to it, and it's like this really hot girl with like banging titties, right? And so they're like, "Oh, this must be the wrong thing," and then it turns into a huge titty monster, and they have to
I was
kill it.
literally thinking how that sounded like the tit monster from Uncle. What the fuck?
Come on, spit it out.
Old Greg. That's what I was thinking. All I
Oh.
could think of is Space Dandy. Sounds like this titty monster from Old Greg.
You know, that's like one of the only episodes I remember of Space Dandy, but I did watch Bleach a lot with my dad. That's still, like, to this day, one of my favorite animes.
I got a question about Bleach. How did you get past the vampires? Like, Bleach was good, and then got to the vampires. I was like, I can't watch this.
Are we talking about the same Bleach?
Yes.
Like,
I don't think she gotten that far.
yeah, okay, so
Oh, no.
I was watching it with my dad, and then my dad went to prison, so I stopped watching it.
I only watched about the first 3 or 4 seasons. I have them
It's
in
so
my
long.
room.
Yeah.
I've got a mask somewhere up here.
His mask?
The
Ichigo's
where
mask?
his face like turned. I haven't watched it in many
Where
years.
it's Ichigo's mask, where he, like, goes inside of his sword, and it,
right
like,
there.
it's taken over.
It's behind too much stuff on my shelf. Anyways, I'll get it out in a minute and show you.
Please do.
What about you guys?
Sonic X. I have
Sonic X.
Yes.
Was oh, Colton the other day was singing Sonic Underground with me.
Oh, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, never mind. It was
Sonic Underground was good though.
Sonic Underground was great.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's right. It was our other friend 10. What about you? What do you?
You gotta be like in the mic.
I don't know. There's a lot.
There it is.
Let's just say we were the kids that grew up watching and not cartoons like SpongeBob. We watched Robot Chicken and
Oh yeah, me too. Adult Swim.
Just all that stuff. Super Gel, all that.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Yeah.
All the good ones.
The Mexican Flies was awesome. Best episode.
I don't remember that one.
Okay.
Honestly, I watched Super Jail just because it came on, but I wasn't like super into it because it was just so like I like really wacky stuff, but Super Jail was just
too much.
It was like. It didn't have a story.
No
it just
plot.
kept changing like every 5 seconds, and a riot would break out, and then you'd be following different characters. Like it was crazy. It's a cool idea for a show.
Yeah.
It was just crazy.
It was just really wacky.
it's too much.
I've actually never seen Super Joe.
Never?
It's
Neither have I.
it's on HBO Max or Max or whatever it's called
Yeah.
now. I saw it on there the other day, and I was like, nah.
Which another one?
Nah.
Which other one was good?
But if we're talking about like cartoons and
Yeah, like
anime, like
you get home from school or like before school. I used to watch cartoons before school, so like I've got a couple that I like.
Yeah.
I have a couple of shows that I would watch before school, and then when I'd get home, I had my shows that I'd watch after school.
this is gonna sound a bit weird because you got a Ghostbusters poster right there, but it's the Ghostbusters animated series. I had the whole collection. I would every time I got out of school, pop the disc in, watch all of.
So like the old one,
Yeah,
or the
the
one where they
old,
had
like,
the
back
Extreme Ghostbusters.
no, back then. Like,
Okay.
Extreme
Yeah, so they had the Ghostbusters cartoon, and actually they had to call it the real Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
because there was already a Ghostbusters
Ghostbusters.
cartoon, and I don't. There's something about the legal copyright name. So like when they created the Ghostbusters cartoon based on the movie, they had to call it the real Ghostbusters because they didn't own Ghostbusters for a cartoon. But then they had Extreme Ghostbusters. You never saw that one? Where
I did.
they made it a more diverse team. Like there was like a guy in a wheelchair, and
Yes.
and the old Ghostbusters were teaching the new generation of
yeah.
Ghostbusters. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, but
like Batman Beyond.
Kind of like a Batman Beyond. Actually,
Yeah.
it was in that kind of during the time when those were coming out. It was the same kind of block of cartoons. It was Batman Beyond, and like
it's like the older people are stepping down and teaching the newer people how to do it. It was in that era of,
and everything was extreme.
Yeah.
That was in the 90s when what is it? Fuck.
Batman Beyond.
Was it Spider-Man 29? I don't remember.
Spider-Man 2099.
Oh, Unlimited.
Yeah. I mean, it was essentially 2099, but yeah, it was.
That was such a weird time frame. Like Sonic Underground, fucking Spider-Man Unlimited. I wasn't a big fan of the futuristic 90s. I couldn't get behind it.
Okay, I gotta ask this because y'all are all kind of a lot younger than me, different ages. Do y'all like Ninja Turtles?
Oh
Yes.
Everybody
Okay.
said yes.
Okay.
Yeah, TMNT.
But I got to know which turtles did y'all watch because now we and the same with like the Spider-Man movies. If you like the Spider-Man movies, it's cool because like when I was a kid, the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man came out, right? And then Andrew, and that's so my oldest kid, his Spider-Man is Andrew Garfield, but my youngest, his Spider-Man is Tom Holland. Yeah. So like everyone's got their own Spider-Man just out of my family. So and Turtles have been rebooted like several times, and Power Rangers and stuff like that. So which Turtles did you guys?
I'm gonna be honest. When I first watched it, I was automatically with Mikey because that skateboard scene.
No, not the turtle. Like which era? Like our dad was,
you
like,
know what I'm
old
saying.
School. Yeah, we went like TMNT, like the old animated series.
Like the old one.
Yeah. The old one that,
yeah.
You probably watched.
Right. Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Like that's what we were into, is because
Isn't there like two of the animated ones?
There's
three, 4.
There's like the real life version.
Yeah,
like
and then there's the-
and then there's the movie. Which
Yeah,
we watched the movie first.
There's the movies. The what is it? 4 live action movies, the old ones.
There's the original 3 live action movies.
There's the one with the pink one, turtle or something like that.
No, it's a light blue, and that was a TV show.
Yeah,
There was a Turtles TV
Yeah.
show, and they introduced Venus, and she was from a different dimension.
Yeah, because there was those, and then you had the actual animated series, the TMNT, which was the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the half show.
Okay, but do y'all remember here? I'm showing y'all. This is from the 2003
I'm so
Turtles.
lost.
Is that the TMNT?
Yes, them.
So you watched the 2003 ones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's my favorite one.
That ain't that old.
So I can say I haven't grown up on all of them, but I've seen a majority of all of them. I've watched the first 1 and 2, the live actions. I've watched a little bit of the series. Now the one I can definitely say I grew up on.
This is what the 2018 ones look like.
Yeah.
No, I couldn't. So
They're real cartoony.
No.
So-
stuff or something like that.
what was the most recent cartoon animation? Not the one that just came out. Is that the same one? I think it was in like 2014 where they were like. I don't like. I don't. It's a specific style, and I don't.
There's like that weird 3D animation kind of stuff.
No, not that one. That was TMNT. That was the show.
That's TMNT,
Or the movie.
The movie. That's the one I was.
That's the one that I started watching. That's the one that kind of pulled me into the TMNT fan base or whatever you want to call it. But the one that was, I think it was on Disney XD maybe, but it was the one in the like 2014 and stuff like that when they really started to come back with it. I cannot for the life of me like remember what dates those were made on, but those were the ones that I fucked with.
See, those are the 4 different ones. I don't have the dates on those, but those are the 4 different.
Is it that one or that one?
The top right.
Yeah, I thought so. It was the top right one.
Oh yeah, that's the one where they were like kind of blocky. That's the ones that Gibson used to watch.
Yeah. 2013.
There's been a lot of iterations of the TMNT. There's the original 90s,
Actually, that's more like closer. I think they came out like in '87 or something like that.
I thought it was like '84. But there's the '84, there's the '90s, there's the. I mean, it seems like they've done them every 10 years, and maybe not even that long apart. So the new live action, the two with Rocksteady and Bebop, right? Mm-hmm. And then they put Kang in it. I really like the, what is it, Out of the Shadows or something like that.
Oh yeah, with
Senior Longneck.
Did you show them that?
I haven't, but
there's was it one of the actors or writers?
It was one of the actors. He had the longest fucking neck ever.
It's ridiculous.
Picture of that.
She's not even listening.
I don't have the picture of that
Well,
anymore.
look up the actors for their. So me, I think it was me, Bunny, and Toby.
You look it up.
I don't have my phone.
I'm looking it up.
Me, Bunny, and Toby watched it, and we sat there for like an hour laughing at how long this guy's neck was for the voice acting of. I think it was
Jeremy Howard. He
Jeremy
played
Howard.
Donatello.
Yeah.
I'm about to show these. Oh my god!
Oh my.
Look at this motherfucker's neck. Whoa! This motherfucker has to wear like 6 neckties.
That one dude on Vine, that long neck dude.
Oh yeah, fuck. What is
Long
it?
neck
Daddy Long Neck or
motherfucker.
something like that.
Something like that.
Oh, that real skinny dude. That's,
Yeah.
Long
Yeah, his fucking-
kind of looks like him.
Bro, he could really play the.
Dude, we
actor
sat there for like an hour.
Dude, that guy can play a giraffe.
Fantastic Five.
Mr. Fantastic.
Yeah.
We seriously sat there for an hour laughing about how long his neck was.
Bro, I couldn't
The
know.
jokes we made. If you're listening, we love your acting. Okay, we just think your neck is too long for social standards.
I mean, you couldn't choke him with 2 hands. You'd have to be like, someone come give me a hand. Yeah.
Oh my god.
You gotta have a bricked up hand, bro.
Yeah, for real. I bet his nickname in high school was the goat throat. What is it? The throat goat or something like that.
Oh man, that's horrible.
Toby, what was your favorite Ninja Turtles? And I know you're gonna hit me with the originals, but
I mean, original cartoon, original live action. I love those suits that they had.
have you seen the most recent, like how the suits look now? It's really
Yeah,
creepy.
they're like falling apart and they're horrific looking.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The resurfaces of them.
Yeah, like because
They're
that
so-
that foam's just like deteriorating.
Yeah.
Yeah, and all the teeth are showing.
Mm-hmm.
Something out of a horror film.
Speaking of horror films, Toby, what's your favorite horror film?
My favorite horror film. I mean, I'm a big fan of horror movies in general.
Yes.
Stop moving that mic around so much. You can move it when you need to move it to talk, but you twiddle with it because you're schitzing. If I had to pick a horror movie to watch though, like right now, I'd probably pick Scream because I love that movie because it's so meta. Like it talks about like, you know, you've got what's his name? Randy? Why am I thinking his name? Whatever the character is, Jamie Kennedy's character, where he's talking about like, these are the things you don't do in a horror movie. Don't go by yourself. You know, I love how meta it is, and like the whole movie is that, you know, we watch horror movies, so now we're gonna reenact them, you know, and we're gonna kill people. So I really like the Scream movies, especially when they're new, when you don't know who the killer is, because I love trying to figure out who is the killer.
I am very biased on the Scream. Like it's a
See,
good.
you could
concept.
move it toward you now that you're talking, dummy. You just don't need to like finger fuck it.
I am very biased on the whole Scream thing. I think it's a good movie, but it is overdone so many times, and it's like they always try to put a new spin. Oh, it's the father of the most recent one that came out.
Yeah.
Where what was his name? The one who was stabbed and killed, and one of the killers in the first one. I know there was Stumacher, and then there was the other guy, Billy. I cannot get behind the ghost of Billy in the most recent.
Well, that's his daughter.
I mean, okay, so I get it. There's like 20 movies, but you know, just because look, one of the teenagers that's the killer. Oh shit, the love interest, that's the killer. Well, now there's a fucking ghost of the original killer who's like, you got to stab him, save yourself. You got to embrace the killer within you. Like
Well, I think it's really supposed to be more of she's fucking crazy like her dad, and like she's manifesting him because she doesn't know him, but that's her craziness, and they're showing it to the audience like,
This is what she's seeing.
Yeah, this is how she's dealing with fighting the urges to be a psycho killer like her father, because there's something mentally wrong with that family.
Okay.
So that's how I interpret it.
Is it like Billy Loomis or something like that, or is that?
I feel like you're saying names and it's starting to confuse me. Maybe
It's other. I think it's Billy Loomis, but
no.
I don't
Loomis
think-
is.
I know who Loomis is. Fucking Halloween, but I could have sworn it was like Billy Loomis or something.
I don't know. You got me confused now.
I'm gonna go grab my phone because this is really bad. Hold on.
My mic is falling on me.
What about you? What do you got for a horror?
I don't know. I don't really watch that. There's okay. I cannot for the life of me remember the name of this horror movie. I watched it when I was really little with my dad. And it's like these mole people, like these two people are hiking out in the desert and they're a couple and they fall underground and there are these weird mole people that are blind but can hear you. And I remember there's this one fucking scene where the girl's hiding behind, like, it's not a wall, it's like a dirt wall, and she's like breathing and she covers her mouth and she's like and you're like, dude, shut the fuck up.
I know what that movie is.
They're like-
the
they're
name
like-
of it's on the tip of my tongue.
They're like blue, but they're mole people.
They're
and
like
it's
white.
whitish blue. I don't know. I cannot remember the name of it. There's like a lot of horror movies I watched as a kid with my dad when I was supposed to be sleeping.
I know what you're talking about. I love horror movies, so like.
Yeah, I cannot for the
give me a
life of me
second.
remember the horror movie, like the name of it, but like that scene haunts me, dude. Like she is breathing so loud and she's like, I can't let them hear me or I'll die just like my fucking husband died.
Oh,
Yes.
I was gonna say The Ascent, and I was like, that's not right, but it's really close. The
Yeah,
Descent. There's a second one too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it starts right where the last one left off. It's kind of cool.
Have you ever seen this horror movie where there's like these two people, they're also a couple, and they find this creature outside? And I remember in one point, she has like a tail, right? And the end of her tail, it like opens and it's poisonous. And I remember there's one scene where the cat's playing with this chick's tail, and she doesn't know like words or anything like that. They're trying to teach her to like not be evil and be good and be able to live in human society.
Splice.
I think maybe. I think
I
she was
hate that movie.
I think she was a science experiment or
Yep,
something like
okay.
that. And the cat's playing with her tail and she opens it and fucking kills the cat.
I don't remember that part, but does the man have sex with her?
Yes.
And then
Yeah,
later
this
on,
one.
the monster rapes her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
remember.
Splice.
Yeah, Splice. That's it.
Fuck that movie.
Traumatized me. I'm like 7, and my dad's watching this while I slept in the living room like my whole life, and so my dad's watching this movie. My mom went to bed. My dad's watching a bunch of horror movies. He does it every night when I'm supposed to go to bed, and I can never fall asleep because fucking horror movies are playing. So I just watch them with him, and that is one that has haunted me just because she
That's
killed
how
the
I
cat.
got into
I've-
horror
I
movies.
feel
Is
bad
because
for you,
my
'cause
dad would do that.
Yeah, my dad did that. Our dad.
Yeah, our dad did that. But there was this one horror movie I've always wanted to watch. It was his favorite horror movie, and I got to watch it recently in 2020. I honestly see where he likes it. Why he likes it. It's The Thing.
The Thing is
Oh
so
my
good.
God.
So
Gosh.
it's a masterpiece.
It is?
Explain it
It's
to me.
amazing. It is
Was
the
it
the first one. The
new one? The
no,
original?
the original.
The original.
Yes.
Yeah,
Thing.
the newer one I didn't really like. We watched them both back to back.
So-
but the newer one, it's like
It's a prequel.
it's like a backwards.
Yeah, it's a
'cause,
prequel. So the one that they made,
Yeah, it's like takes place before or I forget.
yeah, it's before the original.
The
movie.
original one. Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah. It takes place if you watch them both because you're supposed to watch them in the order: the newer one and then the old one.
Yeah,
And then you
it's a
get the
prequel.
full story, and I really love that. But
Wait. So wait. Hold on, let me see.
So the Thing from like 2011 or whatever,
Yeah.
it's the prequel, and the original movie called The Thing is the one that takes place afterwards.
So I assume we're not talking about The Thing from Another World that was made in 1951. Correct?
No.
Okay.
What are
No,
we
but
talking
that's-
about? Explain it a little bit.
So-
So it sounds familiar.
You all right? So
Yeah,
that, you remember the movie we were watching at Cheyenne's that one time? That movie that I was so into it watching The Thing.
No,
No,
I
okay.
normally ignore
Okay,
movies that
so
you
it's
watch.
about they're in like Antarctica. They
Yeah,
find
it's
something. They drill into something. They find
it's
something
like a
weird.
science experiment. It's like a UFO crash site or something. And they're like scientists,
Oh yeah,
so they're
no,
experimenting
I
on
probably
it. And
only
then
watched it that one time.
there's
Colton
a-
showed it to me.
there's
and
a dog That's what it was. There was a dog that went there with him. It killed the dog and affected the dog originally. But what it is it blends in and it acts normal. But then whenever you least expect it, it attacks.
No, I tend to ignore
And
the movies that Colton shows me.
It's this one is like it's a big psychological horror because it's most people's biggest fear. Because this is my dad's biggest fear is not knowing something is hunting you until the last second. Like you're already dead.
Yeah, like, well, there's somewhat one of us is the killer kind of situation.
And we don't know. It's like a murder mystery kind of, but instead of a human, it's an alien that's pretending to be you.
And you don't know if are you my friend? Do I know you? Or are you the thing?
Because it takes all your memories and stuff and it pretends to be the perfect the perfect version of you. It's really good. I loved it.
I've been talking to Colton a little bit about me and my kid had a horror podcast that we did. We only did 2 episodes of it, and me and Colton might reboot it. So
that's a very ambitious thing, and we should, I believe. But didn't they have to do like a blood test or something like that in the thing? Or
they were testing the blood.
Like a shock thing or like a fire.
I think it was fire.
So wait, the 2011.
And then they would all cut themselves, put in like a test bag.
Oh yeah.
The nail, stuck it in the blood. If it did nothing, that person wasn't affected. But they did it to, was it the black dude or was it the scientist?
Yeah, I got talking.
Was it the black dude or was it the scientist that they?
It's been a little while since
they touched the blood and then it erupted into some type of mouth. No, it was a head with.
Yeah, just
spider legs, something weird.
No. Hold on, let me look this.
Yeah, it burst into something weird, and then he turned into the thing, and it was tried to kill them. But the main character, he had a flamethrower or something.
Yeah.
He was going nuts. Like he didn't trust anyone at that point. He was like, I don't know.
If we were all stuck in this house and find out one of you is the monster, possibly, I wouldn't trust none of you motherfuckers.
Exactly.
I would be holding a flamethrower too. It'd be like a axe can or something with a lighter. I'd be like,
stay back.
Fuck back.
Yeah, stay back. But yeah, it's like you slowly get to watch him, a normal person, fall into madness, trying to figure out who the alien
who
is.
they can trust. And then even the ending is left open for you to.
It's like.
There's theories. Have you ever heard?
Yeah, my dad. That's why it's his favorite movies because the ending. He loves the ending because it's. Was one of them the monster before they died? Did they escape?
Yeah.
Is it gonna continue? Is it in civilization now? Who knows? Because it was like a self. Technically, he's like, I don't know if I'm the monster or not, but I'm gonna kill myself. And
well, they were gonna die because everything was on fire,
and they were in like a cave system.
They're just out. Like well, they're out in the ice out in the snow. Yeah. Colton, what do you got there?
Oh, he's showing him the part.
I've never seen
and then
you never seen it? It's so good.
My favorite part, particularly, is whenever the doctor is doing the experiment and he's about to do on the dude, and then
when he's about to use the defibrillator.
Yeah, it chomped off his hands clean off. That was
so. The other thing that's cool about that movie is that it's all practical effects. There's no CGI. No, it's just there's another movie that came out, I don't know, within the last 7 or 8 years called The Void, and it reminded me a lot of The Thing just because they had a lot of practical effects. They do still have some CGI stuff, but it was really cool and it went way under the radar for some reason. And I thought that movie was badass.
So, on another practical effects term. Did you know that they are trying to reboot the American Werewolf in London film?
I'd be okay with that.
Max Landis is supposed to be the director of that or something like that.
That name sounds familiar. I don't know who it is.
He's an English actor. He's done quite a few projects, I believe. But man, if they don't do it in practical effects, I'm not watching it. That is.
Well, it's just cheaper to go CGI these days. And that's why
that entire movie wasn't all practical effects. There was
back then,
that was such a good movie. You should look at the transformation. They said I think it took 8 days to film that entire transformation or something.
It's kind of a lackluster movie though. That's the only problem. Is it's got this like great big build up, and then all the cool stuff happens, and then it just kind of peters off, and it's kind of like well, that's the movie.
So the start of the movie is two men or whatever. They go on a hiking trip, and they get attacked by a werewolf. the one guy gets, I think, scratched or something like that, but the other guy kills him.
I watched this. Oh my god, I loved it. It was the masterpiece.
With
When they go
the-
in the village. And
No.
That's a
Yeah,
different one.
that's a good one.
That's another good one.
Antlers is, if I don't know if you've ever seen that, but Antlers is a good movie. But no, the guy gets attacked, and throughout the entire movie, where he's kind of slowly transforming, he progressively sees his dead best friend decompose as a ghost coming to talk to him. I didn't understand the whole Nazi werewolf thing in the middle of the movie in the dreams. That was kind of
That's
weird.
what I'm saying. There's a couple things about the movie that's like I don't know what's happening here. I was just talking to my dad about this earlier. Old horror movies, like they drag out, and because they're building suspense. The movies nowadays have a lot of jump scares and bullshit because we all have ADHD because everything's we're on our phones all the time. We get instant stuff. So if you're sitting there for too long, you're gonna go right to your phone, right? Like if you're like, this show's kind of boring, you go straight to your phone. Exactly. So that's why, like, if you watch horror movies from the 70s, 80s, even the early 90s and stuff, like, it's a much slower pace. There's a lot more build up.
But that's what makes it good, though.
Yeah.
In my opinion, that's what makes it good.
right after being attacked.
Yeah, speaking of that, there's like a what was it called? It was made in the 70s, and it's not still picture, but it's black and white. It has no audio. It's a soundless film, and it's a horror movie, and I forget what it's called. But it's just like you sit there and you watch, and you're like, zombies can't open doors. Yes.
Not of the Living Dead.
Yes. Like you'll watch the old one, you're like, realistically, a zombie can't open a car door.
It's a really good movie because like the entire thing with the American Werewolf in London is it's all a mind fuck, the entire thing, because like there's at some point at the end where he's like oh, you should just kill yourself, Jack, you should, or no, not Jack is telling him you should just kill yourself, it'll save everybody the trouble. It's a really fucked up movie, and like it is actually the movie that transformed wolf man to werewolf. And it's just a really cool thing to watch. I'm about to show you the transformation scene.
Psychological horror.
It's very psychological. It's very psychological. Yeah.
Toby, did you ever watch
I love this type of horror films because that's what the
stuff?
thing is.
The stuff.
The yogurt where it gets like possessed.
Bro, I'm pretty sure that's the thing. No, that's the No, that's not radioactive. It's the
stuff.
thing.
The blob.
It's the thing from another world.
Oh yeah,
or something like that.
the blob where it rolls around and
and it slowly takes on the sewers, and then it goes up and starts consuming the
becomes
city.
in a yogurt film, and it's like.
All right, Colton, you can show them that in a minute. Let's wrap this up because we're at our time limit.
Alrighty.
So wrap it up.
Well, this has been hold on. This has been Super Talk Bros. Thank y'all for listening.
You gotta thank your guests for joining us and talking.
So thank you, TK. Would you like to say anything to close out?
Oh no, I just want to say.
What about you, Jay?
I'm glad I'm here.
Well, all y'all have a good night. Y'all stay safe and
Don't.
Good. That was good. You were good. Good.
y'all have a good night. Be safe and
What if they're
get some
not
good
listening
rest.
to this at night though? What if they're like it's early in the morning when they listen to it? Because podcasts you can listen to at any time.
Anytime, yeah.
It could be lunchtime. It could be lunchtime.
Hey, if you're on your lunch break, you're watching this or anything like that, you have a good day.
For real.
Well, if you would like to hear the Big Brother say goodbye, you sure can. Toby, take it away.
Bye.
Okay.
Just like that.
This was really sucky for me today. Y'all were talking about so many things that I had no
It
way
hurt
of
my heart. I'm
knowing
sorry.
what was going on.
You just wait till Goobs gets on one of these.
Yeah, hopefully next time there'll be more stuff that I can talk about because I enjoy doing this just whenever I know what y'all are talking about. Like, I don't watch that many horror movies and stuff like that, so y'all kind of just
She
trailed
just
off
watches lots of horror movies.
Horror.
y'all just kind of trailed off into a domain that I have not entered. So,
Watch, she'll strike back the next time y'all get on.
yeah.
For sure.
Bye, y'all.
All right, bye, y'all.
Well, this was Super Talk Bros. Next time you'd like to hear two brothers and the homies and the brother fiance talk about dumb, stupid shit, just give us a listen.
Brother, fiance?
Shh, we're closing. We're store's closed. We don't wait. Yeah.